thing about life is...
Morning everybody. Morning. Karibuni tena kwa channel yetu ambayo tunajaribu kuongea more about football, more about what happens. So over the weekend we had the biggest match in Kenya, actually dubbed the Mashemeji Derby. AFC taking on Gor Mahia. Now, from what I've just gathered a bit, the ticket sales were to the tune of close to 13,000 people who attended the game. From the official record, is 12,830 something thereabout. So I'll not focus sana kwa hiyo, but I want to focus so much on what transpired. So first of all, kudos to the fans of AFC na Gor Mahia. It was a very peaceful game. Results zilipoisha, nobody was fighting each other, nobody was there to kill each other. It was a good game. Of course, we had the normal bottle being thrown everywhere, and I think that's football squeezy. But I'll dive in for just 3 minutes and engage in a bit of tactics and a bit on the game. Congratulations to Gor Mahia who won. Now, Tom Juma is a coach, no disrespect to him, but that game showed an ocean of difference between the two teams, in the sense that Gor Mahia completely dominated the game from the beginning to the end. The Gor Mahia coach had it tactically right. The defense player, the work rate of those defenders, the midfield transitioning of the football, they were all smoothly being done. And then they had a very lethal number 9 on the day. I don't know his performance on other games, but Omala was very brilliant on that day. On the contrary, hebu tuangalie AFC. What did AFC do wrong? And I think the first mistake that AFC literally did was also on the team sheet, because AFC played 2 center backs, and of the 2 center backs that were being played, one is a ball player, Kelsey, and the other one, I don't know, hajahana uzoefu wa Premier League, and I really think that was one of the biggest undoing. And then the flanks for AFC were a bit weak. That doesn't still explain a lot. Of course, the first goal was a giveaway goal from Opio. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. Well, the whole game kila mtu alikuwa anamuita Onana. But my biggest undoing for AFC was the midfield 3 or the midfield 4. Because in my own assessment, what I was trying to conclude in that game is that Tom Juma was playing with a double pivot midfield, and then the flankers were being released to kind of go wide. But if I look at it, it's a new playing style for AFC, and honestly, it does not work. Because every time there was an overload of Gor Mahia in the midfield, every time a Gor Mahia player was able to receive the ball and turn and go on the offensive. But if I look at AFC, the transition was defense, then they would go for power play, long balls kule mbele. And other than in the first half when walipata opportunity moja kidogo na second half, I think they were completely dominated. As an AFC fan, I cannot sit and start saying that, oh, tulicheza vizuri, oh, to Gor waliangukia. Gor could have hit us even more, 4-5 goals. Gor were just one physically stronger than AFC. Another thing that AFC needs to invest in, the players need to go a bit to the gym. Usiake tu wachezaji wakuje kwa uwanja and physically they are not able to withstand the tackles of the Premier League. So I think that's a takeaway that AFC can take. Gor Mahia were better physically. They were better prepared mentally for that game. Because within the first 30 seconds of the game, AFC could have been 1-0 down. And tactically, AFC were one team. It's not the first time I'm saying this. I know I'll be controversial. Sielewi kwa nini AFC fired Osems. I know tulimaliza maybe a position that people still feel we could do better. But this is a guy who took a team without any transfer. Remember at that time, AFC was barred from signing new players. So why did we get rid of Osems? Because during Osem's time, yes, we lost, but in terms of ball playing tactics, AFC was literally the best team to play last season. This season, I think we are the worst team tactically. I think, in my humble opinion, it is time that the management of AFC sat down, made the tough call, and did away with Tom Juma. You are a brilliant coach, sir. No disrespect to you. I just think this job is big, big, big for you. I know you've been an assistant coach, but I think this step from you being an assistant to you being the head coach, it came a bit prematurely. And then let's talk the reality. We are taking Fred Ambani. Ambani is coaching literally around 4 teams. He could disrespect Pia, bro. But what happened to loyalty? I know you are the coach of Kappa. I know you are the coach of Sigalagala Technical. And then you're also a coach at AFC. I know ndio ni multitasking and we can do this. When do you dedicate your time, for example, to Sigalagala? When do you dedicate your time to Kappa? When do you dedicate your time now to finally AFC? Are we trying to just say to justify wewe kuunda do as a reason of you being in that technical bench? I think it's time people made decisions. I think football needs to come back and be better in this country. If you know you cannot dedicate your time to that club, leave that club. Tuachie sisi mafans, tutafanya certifications na tutacoach team. Otherwise, jamaa, next time.